Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the Hut, and like this video and subscribe, and let me know what you think about it in the comments section. So, the Mets lost today, 1-0. They've been struggling a little bit offensively. Now, I would mention that they're still in front, they're still in first place, they're still on pace to win 103 games. That's not what this video is about. I'm going to talk about Francisco Alvarez, who a little mystery going on about him. I think he hurt his ankle. I don't know if he's got an infection in his ankle, but he's got a problem with one of his ankles. And the word is he's getting an MRI. And that there's a possibility he might miss the rest of the minor league season, which is just another month. Which is very disappointing because a lot of us wanted to see him in September. And he probably had an excellent chance to be here with the Mets down the stretch. But it doesn't seem that's going to happen. So, if you want to listen to this video, please like this and subscribe. So anyway, the Mets had a great weekend, folks, in spite of the fact that they didn't sweep the Rockies. My goodness, what Met ownership did on Saturday to bring out all these old players and to retire Willie Mays' number finally. Fulfill a promise that was promised to him 50 years ago by the original owner of this team, Joan Payson. I would mention this about Joan Payson, who is sort of forgotten in history. She's the first female owner of any professional team in this country. She's the first. She owned the Mets from 62 to 75 when she passed away. So she's was the pioneer. You don't see too many female owners today, but she was the first. And she was a bit of a philanthropist when she was alive. She used to have a big art exhibit in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I know it was there about 9 years ago. I don't know if it's still there, but a lot of her fashion collection is there. So if you're in New York, you go there, maybe it's still there. I couldn't tell you. But she was so important to the creation of our favorite team, the Mets. I want to sort of mention her a little bit and just sort of she is the reason why we have a team. She was a minority owner with the New York Giants. And when Horace Clark decided, it wasn't Horace Clark, what the hell was the owner of the Giants back then? Well, the Giants moved, as you know, to San Francisco. She was the one person that decided that she didn't want the team to get moved. She didn't think it was right, and she was really the person that held on to baseball, National League Baseball in New York. We can't forget her, ever, because we wouldn't have a team if it wasn't for her. I know that the last 20, 30 years here with the Mets, it's all been about the Dodgers with the Wilpons. But we cannot forget the genesis behind our team was both the Giants and the Dodgers. And the Giants have been sort of neglected, those old New York Giants. And hopefully we get to learn more about Joan Payson's time, not only as the Mets owner, but as a minority owner of the Giants. She stayed here when the whole entire ownership group moved to California. Just wanted to mention that because that was very important what the Mets did yesterday with Willie Mays' number. He's still alive. He's 91 years old. He's still kicking chicken. So I just want to mention that. So about Alvarez. There's this ankle injury that he's dealing with. I don't know. There's no update. We'll probably get an update on the status sometime tomorrow, I would think. I'm very, very disappointed. Hopefully it's not a long injury. But we're getting close to the end of the season now. So who knows, We just hope that he's not going to be out for any length of time. As you know, I've not been happy with the catching situation here. I've not been happy with the way James McCann has played. Just overall, he's played dreadfully. Aside from catching a no-hitter, he has done a lousy job for the last 2 years as the Mets' primary catcher. Mets wasted a lot of money on him. So I was really looking forward to having an idea of seeing how Alvarez was on an everyday basis as a hitter. I saw a couple of bats of him in spring training in March and a little bit of April, but I didn't really get a chance to get an idea, feel for him as a hitter. I was very disappointed. Hopefully we'll get some encouraging news. But just some of the reports that we've had early on, it doesn't seem like that it's not good news about it. So when I read this morning, I was very discouraged by just the reports that he has an injury to that ankle. He has not played, from what I understand. He has not played, I think, since Wednesday, Thursday. So he's been out a few days with this injury. You have to understand, he is still 20 years old. And the bat's probably ready. But maybe his body's not ready either. Who knows how he's going to take the rigors of catching every day. He already does not grade well. He doesn't have a great speed tool. That's not part of his game. His game is power. And it's his hitting ability. And he's a catcher. It'll be interesting to see how he holds up long term as a catcher. The legs and the feet are extremely important to catchers. And this is very upsetting to me that the Mets have to deal with this kind of an injury. It's very disheartening. Even more so, if he had a knee injury, it would still be very disheartening at his age. He shouldn't be having any kind of issues unless he sprained his ankle, which is a 2-week injury. This was not an injury that was mentioned. But I will keep this up to date. Hopefully you'll stay here and like this video. And if you're new to the channel, I'm well versed in the Mets. I know everything about the Mets. Aside maybe from Gary Cohen and Howie Rose, I probably know a lot probably just as much, well, not as much as they do, because they're much older than I am. But I know a lot about the team. So if you're an old-time fan, you're coming in here, you want to talk about the Mets, leave comments, come into the live streams, and ask some questions about the old Mets. It's great. But we all talk about, of course, our new Mets, our first-place Mets, our Mets that are going to the postseason. I can't wait. I can't wait to see this team get the postseason. With this pitching and Max Scherzer and Jacob deGrom back, oh boy. This is going to be awesome. And like Pedro said yesterday, win it for him. And win it for us. How about that? I like to win it. Don't you? I know, I do. Well, thank you for watching this video. Sorry there was no live stream tonight. I had to do some other things that are kind of important. But live streams will be back. I have plenty of shorts coming up. That didn't sound right. I'm going to have short videos coming up sometime after this and tomorrow. And that's a big part of the channel. It's really helping the channel boost it and getting the sub count up. So, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. Leave comments. And thank you, and I'll see you later.